Well, good morning. It is day 4. Had a okay night, couldn't sleep very much, but I'm up before the sun today, nearly packed up. Basically, the trail says to follow the McCollum River for a while and then take a 90-degree turn and climb the mountain. So I'm really hoping for some good trail sign today. I know it's not going to be easy. It's a massive ascent. My batteries are running low on the GoPro. I don't know how much filming I'm going to be able to do today, but I will try to get you some good footage on the way up. Well, it's 8:20 and I am heading out from my camp. All right, so if you follow the McCollum and get to these rocks, this is actually where you want to turn. You don't want to get to all these rocks. So right now I am just not climbing that hill. All right, I'm at the top of the rock ramp thing. I see what may be a duck here. Looks like a trail. This is the third one of these I've found on this trip. Okay, it's 8:41. Near as I can tell, this big log is the first turn. There is something of a ridge through here. I know you're supposed to start climbing, so I'm just gonna try to stay on top. I've reached this small clearing. It's 8:45. So apparently that big hill is what I was supposed to come up. I see a duck right down there. So I think I just cut over too soon because this actually looks pretty clean. Anyway, just keep on moving to your right and heading uphill and eventually you'll get to this. Nine o'clock, still pretty good. Strange little area. Don't be distracted by this. The trail is right over here. Yep, just saw a bear. About as far into the clearing down there as you can see. Not long after I saw the bear, I lost trail. Basically just climbing straight up this thing. Okay, down there's the trail. That's where I just climbed up. Who would have guessed? Just past that little manzanita trail area is the first time I've seen the valley today. Quite beautiful. Just up from where I just was, right around the corner in fact. It's looking like I'm gonna get onto the rock. Hopefully the trail will be easier to find because I'm wasting way too much time looking for it. Let's go. So yeah, that was the beginning of the real short switchbacks. The trail is pretty clear. You just have to do a lot of boonie crashing to get through it. Biggest challenge on this section is not having your gear ripped off of you as you go along the trail. At about 9:50, broke out of the manzanita to a pretty rocky area. Not sure how long it'll last, but it is welcome. 10 o'clock check-in. The sun has just peeked over the top of that big mountain thingy there. Beautiful, beautiful. About 10 o'clock. Looking back down at where I was. So much left to explore. It is about 10:30, starting to get into another forested area. Pretty much bare rock and granite all the way to here. At this point, I just have to keep telling myself that eventually it will go downhill. Hey, it's 11 o'clock and I am at about 6,600 feet. Getting up to 8,800 to the top of Mount Reba, so 2,200 more feet of climbing. Holy cow. Oh, this is a long, long climb. Well, when it wasn't kidding, when he said switchbacks, 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 and more switchbacks. These, however, are also overgrown. Training for this part of the TYT should include hundreds of squats with a backpack on while people are trying to knock you over with manzanita bushes. It's about noon, about 7,000 feet, and there's actually a little bit of downhill. I actually checked the GPS to make sure that was right, and it is. Coming around the bend, kind of see the trail up there. It's 12:30. I'm at about 7,200 feet, so I've got about 1,600 more to go. Oh man, I am so tired. Gorgeous. So this may be one of those everything happens for a reason moments. I'll tell you what, as bad as this summer was, I'm glad I did not try to do this trip in July. At about 7,400 feet, the trail gets very faint. It starts heading up through this kind of weedy area. Looks like there was some big event here. Just climbing up through all this. I've been bouncing around for like 20 minutes. I'm just gonna climb this thing. I don't know what else to do. GPS keeps saying to go to the right. I just can't anymore. I gotta get up this hill. Just when I didn't think it could get any harder, I lost the trail again. Just turned into a sufferfest. Still climbing. It's like almost 1:30. GPS says I'm in a nice green field. All I see is manzanita. This sucks. I mean, seriously, this is too hard. Okay, this is it. Just came down through all that. I'm gonna walk a ways along this and do a GPS check. Tell you what, I wouldn't have made it without that thing. I don't know what happened, but it's been a solid half hour since I've seen anything that looks like a trail. So far, so good. Please don't fade out again. This is Lake Valley. There's a kind of a flat meadow down there. Still climbing. I'm not trying to keep complaining. I just want to say this now while I'm still on trail and I remember how hard it is. I have never had a trail kick my butt this hard before. It's like everything that can make a trail hard is happening on this trail, often at the same time. It's rocky, overgrown, there's trees down, it fades away to nothing, and it's just been uphill for hours. I keep thinking I should stop and take like a really good break, but then I'm like, oh no, don't stop now, you're almost at the top. Not one time have I been right about that. I can see that I'm almost there, but it's all this. Just every step. So unless you just have a real thing for the TYT, I don't see much of a point in doing this. I mean, it's just too hard. Yeah, you get some nice views of the valley, but man, take a helicopter ride. Save your energy for something else. This is unreal. Okay, I gotta get to the top of this thing. Yeah, so that's Lake Valley. Did not see any lakes or water or a way to get down into it. But I'm just so glad to be back on trail. Just can't even tell you. I don't even know what kind of shape I'm gonna be in when this is over. I've still got like 1,200 feet to climb. And this is like the best the trail has been. And I keep reminding myself, it's the hardest part of the TYT. It's the hardest part. I just want to stop climbing. Oh. You know, I'm not in the greatest shape. I'm in my 50s. I have a desk job. This is beyond my capabilities. I mean, I think I'm going to make it out of here. But there's a real sense in which I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, my original plan was to do this in 3 days. So just, again, if you decide to do this, just buckle up because there's no bailout, there's no way out. You gotta finish. Sorry, I'm not trying to be melodramatic. I really am this tired. I'm only filming because I don't want to forget this. I don't want to forget how hard this last bit was. I don't think I've ever climbed for this long. I mean, maybe Half Dome. But at least Half Dome, you're not doing route finding. You don't have overgrown trails trying to throw you down. You don't have 3,000 foot ascents without water. And you have a trail. Oh, this feels good. I could just fall asleep. What's keeping me going is food. I want food. I want pancakes and bacon and a bacon cheeseburger. About 7 gallons of chocolate milk. Maybe some root beer. Really hot, crispy fries. Ketchup, mustard, pickles, cheese. All I gotta do is get to the top of this thing. And it's downhill. Just below a big rocky shelf at about 7,800 feet or so, the trail has turned into this. No ducks or anything. I'm hoping that this is the right route. Staying ahead of those rocks seems to be the name of the game. Interesting little section. Once you come up out of that little meadow area, trail zags into the rocks. This is on the map. Don't turn right, apparently you just go straight. Oh, I hope I see some ducks because this doesn't tell me anything. Come on, duck, show me something. Okay. It just has to go up there, so I guess that's what I'm doing. Well, I don't know what the route is, but that's the ridge up there I gotta get to. So I'm just hoping to find something along the way. GPS, as usual, is just zigzagging all over the place, and none of it looks any better than another, so I'm just gonna see how close I can get. Okay, I'm gonna go to that tree line and see if I see anything from there. Maybe it'll flatten out a bit. Going somewhere. Just keep climbing. So this is the top of Lake Valley. It's basically a freaking wall. I'm just gonna go this way to that pass right there and hope that's it. Just up from where I was, appears to be a path. I'm gonna check it out. The trail out kind of goes around the bowl, heads up toward that notch, and then takes a hard right and starts climbing again to get you around the lip of the bowl. Just took a little cocoa break. Not feeling good. Really gotta get to the top of this thing. Okay, it's 4:20. I just came off out of there. This should take me to B Gulch. I'm going downhill, not uphill, downhill. I believe here you go left. It's about 4:45 and descending into B Gulch. And there is Lake Alpine. My wife just texted me, said she's on her way. I'm guessing that means I'll get picked up about 6:45. There's just trash through here. Looks like they just redid the trail. This is a lot more open than I remember it being before.